Okay, everybody, so let me tell you what's going on the Pixelmon server here. This is nothing new. I've said this many times now. We want the ginormous Pokemon, okay? We want the big, chunky fellows. We want the thick Pokemon. Um, in order to get some of them, some of the ginormous Pokemon can only be got by breeding two enormous dittos together. So one of our big goals is to get two enormous dittos. Right? I've tried. Like, we set up base near a savannah here, which is where dittos spawn. And I've gotten quite a few from here. Don't get me wrong. Like, it works. We've also set up a spawning platform in our base near a jungle M, which is where we get Mews. And you guys know, I've gotten like 14, 15 Mews, something crazy like that now. I have never once gotten an enormous Pokemon yet. The only one we got off of Nebris. Right, we have one. It's not a good one though. It's this guy here. This is a 31% modest nature enormous Pokemon. But I'm very happy to have it. Like, I have had no success myself. I kind of thought we would be able to get them off of other people in this series. But here's what's happened. I've done a thorough investigation over the last few weeks. I think I've interviewed everybody on the server. And there's only, I think, 3 of them that exist. I have one of them. Nebers has another one. He got 2 of them. He gave me that one, but he's got another good one, I think, and he doesn't want to trade it. And I think Tilted Wings just got one. And she likes the ginormous Pokemon as well, so she doesn't really want to trade it. So we're kind of in a bad situation here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them. So I've started doing something here. It's a long shot, but it might help our odds. We've gotten, like, I think 4 giant dittos. That's like the one stage below enormous. And they're actually really good. Like, this guy's a 60%er, jolly nature. He's got perfect attack stats. This one's careful nature, 46%. Perfect defense. So if we breed these 2 together, we're going to get a pretty good Pokemon as a result. So we're going to try... Like, when they breed together, we get these random eggs. Anything could be inside this, including a Ditto. And we're gonna try roll lucky here. We're gonna try to get a 1 in like 2,400 chance of getting an enormous Ditto this way. And I've been saving up the eggs here. I'm gonna start hatching these. All right, our first batch of 5 random Pokemon from the 2 giant Dittos has hatched here. It's a Poliwrath, Caterpie, Nidorina, Halucha, and Shinx. Yikes. Okay, yeah, like I said, it's going to be a long shot of getting a Ditto this way. But, you know, it might happen. Very good. All right, we hatched our next batch of 5. We're not just looking for Dittos, though, as we do this. There's a couple things I'm curious about. For example, some people have said you can't get hidden abilities doing it this way, and I'm kind of curious, maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe people just didn't check enough, you know? So we might get something good this way. Like, I want the hidden ability on this guy. It's protein. This isn't it. Tangela, he's got chlorophyll. That's default. That's default. Overgrow's default. I think quick feed is default as well. Okay, so nothing there. So these guys are going to the trash can. Ho ho ho. Okay, so this third batch is going to be an interesting one. 4 of them have hatched already. We got a Wormadam, Cubchoo, Lilligant. I've never seen that one before even. And Diglett. And you'll notice, like, these guys are all pretty much enormous, giant, or huge. So when we get a Ditto, if we get a Ditto, there's a good chance it's going to be enormous, right? I think it's at least a 1 in 3. Let's actually look at this guy, because I've never seen the model on this one. Or her. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I like that one. And Wormadam is a bit of a weird Pokemon as well. Anything weird we get, we'll probably save. But here's the thing, though. So this egg, this 5th egg, hasn't hatched yet. It's not even cracked. So it's either going to be glitched out, or there's a good chance there's an Ultra Beast in there. Huh, okay. So it's kind of weird. That same first egg still hasn't hatched. It doesn't have a crack in it or anything. So maybe they do glitch out. Maybe that's a thing. And, like, no matter what you do, you just can't hatch it. And then in this next batch of 4 we did, we got another egg that doesn't seem to hatch. Which is pretty weird. But we got 3 3 guys to hatch here. We got Inkay, Frogadier, and Bidoof. None of them have a hidden ability or anything. I did notice this, though. If you look at the eggs, they don't all say the same thing. This one says, what will hatch from this? It doesn't seem close to hatching. This one says, it looks like that this egg will take a long time to hatch. So, I don't know. Maybe it just takes a really long time. Ho ho ho, man, I thought for sure it was glitched out. Like, I was thinking about trash canning this thing. It actually is an Ultra Beast. It hatched. It took like an hour of flying around with this thing in our inventory. Like, no joke. I am super surprised. So we got our first ever Ultra Beast on the server here. There's about 10 of them in the game. And like I've tried to spawn them in naturally. They don't spawn. They're ridiculously rare. Oh, it's only giant though. Ah, I thought it was an enormous one. Got Jolly Nature. I don't know if that's good for this guy. So all Ultra Beasts have this ability, Beast Boost, which increases their speed whenever a Pokemon faints, which allows them to kind of sweep. And yeah, that is awesome. And I think for sure this is going to be another Ultra Beast. So I guess if it says it's going to take a long time, there's a good chance it's going to be one. Uh-huh. Anyways, let's kill this guy. He's just kind of been hanging out here, taunting me, you know. Oh, you can't kill me? Yes, we can. Easily with our Talonflame. This is Talonflame breakfast over here. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I should keep this guy low level. Like if there's some tournaments that use him and it's like a level 60 cap or something. I don't really want to go over top that, you know. And our second Ultra Beast is a Celesteela. Oh my goodness, that thing is huge. That's got to be enormous, right? It's only huge. Wow, okay. So I think we can get ginormous Ultra Beasts this way, but we need 2 enormous Dittos, and we got to get lucky with it, basically. So that's like one of the things we're trying to do. So like this is not the final one we're aiming for by any means, but it's just good to have it, you know, in case we need it for a tournament or something in the future. So it's got a Jolly Nature. Not ideal. You want Sassy on it. So that's the other bad thing about doing it with Ditto eggs. Getting these guys that way. Oh yeah, I kind of wrote it out here. But yeah, it is 18, 4, 31, 0, 13, 18. So if we got a wild one, like one that spawned naturally, it would be guaranteed to have 3 31s in its stats. Plus a good chance like some other stats are going to be good, right? So that's why you want to find them in the wild. But it's still good to have this guy. Oh. Oh! Woohoo! Got another Cosmog. So that's number 5 in our collection. And so far the ones we got haven't been super great. It's an ordinary size. Okay, Jolly. So we're trying to get good attack IVs on this guy if possible. Let's check him out. Ooh, okay, we got a 31. And 31 in special attack, so we could go either way. 31 speed's great. That's not too bad, actually. That's probably one of our better ones we got so far. All right, everybody. Well, check this out. This is a new little area I've been working on in Ultra Space. Still trying to spend quite a bit of time in Ultra Space, hoping to get a real Ultra Beast, you know. But haven't seen one yet. I don't know how to get them. It's got to be a trick to it or something. I think it's just glitched out in this version, and probably in the next version they're going to be way more common or something. But yeah, still trying to do this bell thing whenever we can. I've been going around Ultra Space here, and I've seen some people have these portals lit, like you can go into the Nether. But I don't know how they lit their portal. Like whenever I try, I don't know. There's some trick to it because there's definitely a lot of portals in here, and I don't know how they got made. So somebody knows the secrets. And okay, we got a Perugly here. We're gonna kill this guy. It's a thick, fat guy. Oh, he faked us out, so that flinches us. Always kill these guys for their Destiny Knots. And yeah, so what I want to do here, couple things. We're going to try, let's keep an eye on that bell. We're going to try remove some of these trees. So this is a great area. We got a roof forest M biome. We got a huge sunflower plains. There's the ultra jungle, ultra forest, birch, swamp. Pretty much anything we could want, really. Only problem is we gotta clear the land, get it prepared, because nothing will spawn in this mess over here. It's got to be burnt down or chopped down or something. So that's one of the things we gotta do. Nope, too slow. Okay, and the other thing is, get this, we just got a new guy on the server. I think his name's Ginger Shadow. He's been playing for like 1 week or something. He's already got a Battle Bond Greninja. Meanwhile, I've been on this server for like months now, and I still don't have one. And I'm trying to be the very best there ever was. We can't have people going like, wow, Etho, you still don't have one, you know? What's going on? What's wrong? Why don't you got one? So we're going to try to get one of those today for sure. All we got to do is fish in like a 3 deep area in the swamp. So something like this should work, I think. And it's just going to take a long time. I think we're done with this. It didn't work. Pack it up, put it back in their chest. Okay, we'll grab our fishing rod. And yeah, we'll start looking for that battle bond. We're also trying to get the hidden ability on Frogadier, which is protein. It's a great ability. And it's time to fish. Alright, this is going to be like really long and boring. I'm probably going to put some videos on in the background as I do this. But I think we're looking for like a... Oh, is Water Bubble the hidden ability actually? I'm going to have to check that out. Or it might be Water Absorb. Oh, yes. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. Okay, I messed up a little bit here, guys. I got really excited. I saw the Mimikyu, this twitchy little kitty here. And I must have had too much coffee or something. I bumped the record key like right after I started recording somehow, and I didn't realize it. So as we were catching this, I was kind of saying how much I liked it and why I liked it and stuff. But basically, I think everybody likes this Pokemon. It's really cool. So it's not this kitty licking thing. It's actually those 2 eyes down there on the stomach. It's a ghost type hidden underneath a costume. It tries to disguise itself as Pikachu or something, and it's just like really funny. It's really twitchy, and like when it walks, the head goes back, you know. And it has an amazing ability called Disguise, which allows it to tank a free hit, but it's not active in this this version we're using. So in the next update, it's gonna be in it though for sure. But that's pretty cool. We got our Mimikyu. That's another main reason we set up in the roof forest here, because we have a 1 in 20 chance of getting Snuggle Forever if we kill them as well. It's the Z Crystal special move for them. So that's... Actually, I bet you this guy drops ink, right? Inkay, you have to drop ink. Ink is like such a precious resource on this server. It's insane. Okay, we got one. This is bad. I came here to fish, and I'm like doing everything but fishing. I keep finding things to get distracted with so I don't have to do it. Because I don't know, I find the fishing kind of boring, to be honest. Some people really like it, but I'm not a big fan of it. I can do it for a little while, but after a while it just feels like a chore, you know. While burning down trees is a lot more fun. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think this might be the guy. We're gonna quick ball this one. Because nothing showed up in our trace when we caught him there. If he had Poison Touch, it would have said Poison Touch. He might have the Master of Alchemy. Or Power of Alchemy. Okay, that's the hidden ability on the Lowland Grimer. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is why I don't fish, guys. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. You know, I'm all alone here in the world. No company. I just got my fellow Pokemon here to talk to, you know. I'm kind of lonely. And you start thinking wrong thoughts, like, you know, what if I was a Pokemon? How would I sound? Would I be like, Etho? Or would I be like, Etho? Etho! You know, what would my voice sound like if I was a Pokemon? Yeah, fishing's pretty boring. Come on, man. I think I used to get Frogadiers like every 5th one, and now it's like one every 20? What's happened? Frogadier. Torrent. Not the hidden ability. We kill it. Okay. Something interesting just happened. I think everybody's gonna think I'm a cheater. But I'm not, I tell you. I'm not. I just got a little bit lucky. Like, extremely. I haven't looked yet. But I was just hatching eggs, and guess what happened? Your egg hatched into a baby Ditto. This is, like, honestly, maybe our 30th egg that I've checked. Like, I've been doing one here and there throughout this episode, right? We did that big batch of, like, 20 at the start, and, like, on our 30th one here, we got a Ditto already. So there's, like, a 1 in 3 chance. This is going to be enormous. I haven't checked. But even at the very least, it's going to have 2 perfect IVs, because we forced them. So it's going to be a great Ditto, regardless. But if it's enormous, oh my goodness, that's going to be ridiculous. No. No way. I don't believe that. IV's 5. Yeah, it's got perfect attack, perfect defense. The other 4 stats didn't do so great, but you know, that's still pretty unbelievable. I don't think it's 1 in 2,400 chance. Like, there's 800 Pokemon, and you have a 1 in 3 chance of rolling enormous, I think, right? So that's kind of how I got that number. But I think because you can't get legendaries with the Ditto eggs, it's probably like maybe 1 in 2,000? Or maybe 1 in 1,500 or something like that, if I was to actually guess. But still, that's pretty ridiculous. I am not complaining whatsoever. So we got our 2 enormous Dittos now. And we are gonna start breeding ginormous Pokemon with them. Plus we can keep those 2 giants going together as well. And we'll get eggs twice as quickly now. Alright everybody, so we're gonna change things up here. There's something we have to talk about. And it's in this book that I'm holding. Okay? Now some of you, just a word of warning, you might not be able to handle it. Some of you, if you're sensitive, this book, the contents might be too extreme for you. Because there's a lot of spelling mistakes in it. I don't know if you guys can handle it. I did not proofread anything. I just slapped it together as quick as I can, so just keep that in mind. So basically, Nevers has set up an OU draft league on the server. 9 people are participating, including myself. And last couple days here, we all got together and we all picked our Pokemon. So the way this works, there's like 3 phases to this league. First phase is picking our Pokemon. We're allowed 10 each. And like if Ginger Shadow picks Alakazam, nobody else can pick it. That's his. So I wrote down everybody's picks here, in case you guys are curious. And also the order they were picked. So he picked Alakazam first, and then it bounces over to Kaysen. He picked Charizard. Then Xylo picked Sizer. Mario picked Toxapex before I even had a chance, guys. He snagged it right away. And then Nevers took Magearna, and my heart just crushed. 2 really good Pokemon. And then it was finally my turn to pick. So I picked Tapu Lele. I think it's a pretty good one, but I'm not too familiar with the legendaries, to be honest. Then it went over to Sten. He picked Rotom, which is a great pick, I think, because he can do Rotom Wash, Rotom Fire, Rotom Lawnmower, whatever he wants with that. So it's very versatile, which is good in a tournament like this where you're only allowed 10 different Pokemon. It's very flexible. Wells went to Garchomp. Then Constan went for Venusaur. And the way this works is it bounces back after it gets to the end of the list. So he gets the first pick on the next round. So he went for Keldeo. Then it bounces back to Dragonite, Mawile. I went for Landorus. Then it's Nevers' turn. He goes for Koko, Volcarona, Gliscor, Azumarill, Tornadus. Then he goes Greninja. And it keeps bouncing back and forth, basically. So anyways, those are the lists. And this is my picks. This all-star team right over here. So I didn't have a plan beforehand, like before we started drafting. I kind of figured it out as we were drafting, and it happened pretty quickly. So I don't know about my picks here. I'm happy with some of them, but we have like 3 fairy types on our team, which probably isn't a good thing. We have like 2 flying types at least, I think. And yeah, there's a little bit of overlap, and probably could have done it a little bit better. But overall, I think it's okay. I think we did all right. So again, this is our list. I really wanted to get Mew, but I figured Tapu Lele would go first, so I grabbed that first. And also Landorus is very good, so I wanted to get that one too. And then after that, nobody took Mew yet, so I for sure grabbed it. The good thing about Tapu Lele is it has Psychic Surge, which changes the terrain to Psychic. So, like if someone has a water terrain down and we come in with Tapu Lele, it gets rid of their terrain and puts ours over top, I believe. And then all our Psychic moves get boosted by 50% damage. And Mew is also a Psychic type, which is great. So if Mew comes in after Tapu Lele, can really dish out the damage with that Psychic terrain. Also, Mew is very versatile. You can put like any TM on it, I believe. So pretty much any move. If you want fire moves, thunder, water, whatever you want, grass, Mew can do it. And it can be a physical or special attacker, or even like a stealth rocker, or whatever you want really. So he's probably going to be on every single one of our teams. So we have 10 Pokemon that we picked, and we have to put 6 of them on our team when we face someone. So based on their team, we have to come up with a strategy. Like if Kaysen has a Charizard, we probably want a water type on our team, you know, is the idea. So Quagsire would probably make that list when we're facing him, but against someone else we might not want to use Quagsire. And we have that freedom, so that's cool. My plan was to get those 3. And then I didn't really know what I was doing, so we got Bulu, Lopunny, Amoonguss, Quagsire, Salamence. I wanted a fire type. I actually had it planned out where I was going to get Volcarona, or Volcanion as number 8. But it went over to Constant. He didn't have a Volcanion. I knew only me and Nebris had one. So it would have been my turn to pick before Nebris. And he picked it though, even though he didn't have one. So he wrecked my 8th pick. And then Sten picked Marowak, which is also fire type, which I was going to pick instead. So I kind of got messed over on my fire type pick, number 8, and I just picked Salamence because I couldn't think of anything. And I saved Thundurus and Diancie for last because nobody else on the server has those, I believe, except me. Or at least in this league. So I was guaranteed to get them if I left them for last, and I think that was a good strategy. But anyways, so first phase, we pick our team. We have like a week or 2 to train them up, get the moves on them. Our team is pretty close to ready, except for Salamence. I haven't trained yet. And we got to put moves on these guys too. And then we're going to start competing with people for points, I believe. I don't know how the scoring works just yet. But we face other people on the league, and we get points for beating them. And then whoever has the most points at the end of phase 2 moves on to phase 3, and it's going to be like a tournament finish to decide the winner. Make sense, hopefully? Okay. So we'll probably have some battles in the future from that league. I won't be able to show all of them because there's probably going to be a lot of them, but I'll try to pick the interesting ones and kind of keep you guys up to date with what's happening with that. Very good, very good. So we actually have 3 more chances to be real cheaty today. Got another Mew while hatching those eggs earlier. So, potentially 3 more Dittos, 3 more enormous Dittos. Oh, if I got 3 enormous Dittos, I would definitely be cheating. No question. I'm trying to avoid this Pat Rat. He's like trying to wreck my day, you know. He acts like he's not going to again battle with me, but then he like turns towards me, you know. He's just waiting for his chance to strike. All right, so Breloom seems to be the number 1 guy for catching Dittos. Works really well. All right, we will Falsa Swiper. It's a chunky Ditto. That took quite a bit of damage. This is a stubborn Ditto if I've ever seen one. 2, 3. The classic 1, 2, 3 break free. Yes. Okay, cool. It's our first one. Or is it going to keep going here? We'll check them after. Let's do one after another. Oh, Celebi has spawned in a Sunflower Plains biome. That's probably on me, actually. You see it? Oh, he's over there. Okay, we'll get that. Ditto's more important. We'll get him afterwards if we can. Cool. There's Ditto number 2. It's Pat Rat reinforcements, man. Both of them teamed up on me. First chance they got to get me when I wasn't ready. Is it still here? It's still here. Okay. We'll snag this guy real quick. Look at that. Yeah, first try. And this is a level 17. They seem to always be like a random level, which is interesting. So this is a lower level one. Do the spore. And Dittos are pretty hard to catch usually. Like they usually take 5 to 10 Pokeballs. But we're recording now, so it's going to happen the first time. Look at that. Nice. Alright, I'll take it. Now that it's all done, let's I kind of want to stack up here because I keep getting interrupted by these mobs and it's really annoying. Okay. Let's look at a PC here, see what we got. So we got the Celebi and 3 Dittos. Let's check the Celebi first, see if it's any good. IV's 3. Defense, it's okay-ish, not great. Small size, yeah. Okay, that's kind of like a whatever guy. Now the Dittos. The Dittos are the important thing here. So number 4. Ooh, 36%. I don't think I've gotten one like over 70 before. 41. I don't know why. And another 41, really. Okay, let's check enormous now. We've got a huge, ordinary. Yes! Oh, snap! Alright, so we're like pretty cheaty today, but not like incredibly cheaty. Like if we got all 3 enormous, you know? But just one of them. One of them's acceptable, right? Hidden ability? No hidden ability. Okay. And no shiny. So we're not like crazy cheaty, just kind of cheaty. Oh, okay, check this out. We got another one here. Still doing that fossil thing. So Aerodactyl abilities, pressure, rockhead, and the hidden ability is a nerve. So that's another one off our list. That's great. I guess we don't have to do the next batch. We can sell these instead. Who do we got left here? We haven't got Cranidos yet. Cranidos? Well, anyways, guys, we're about at that point now where we should probably wrap up for today's episode. We got a lot of good stuff, though, today. Like, incredible. And actually just got another Mew. I was on the jungle platform for like a minute, and it spawned. It's like, okay, well, I'll take another one. But I'll harvest it off camera because it's getting repetitive already, right? Before we finish up, though, we're going to do the Articuno thing. I got 3 of the orbs filled up, and we haven't summoned one of them yet even, so this is going to be a new legendary for us. And we're trying to get, ideally, an enormous timid one. Enormous timid. So 1 in 20 chance of enormous, and 50-50 chance of timid here. So that's why we need a lot of these orbs. It's probably not going to happen. We're going to go for a transform. He has Ice Shard. Okay, Ice Shard is a priority move, I think. Let's see what he's got. Ancient Power, Hail. Does Hail hurt himself? Ooh, I don't know that, actually, because it summons a Hailstorm. I think you should have Snow Cloak as an ability. Ooh, I'm confused on this, actually. Let's check him out. Trace. Oh, no, he's got Pressure. Snow Cloak is the hidden ability. So he doesn't have a hidden ability. I'm worried Hail does damage to himself, though. So I'm not sure how to approach this. I guess let's go to Breloom. Ice is going to do a lot of damage to Breloom, too, though. Can we do 1 false swipe? He hasn't used Hail yet. I'm worried. Okay, he can take a few false swipes. Okay, here comes the Hail. So watch his health bar. See if it goes down. Start to Hail. The Hail falls heavily. Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. Catch was hurt by Hail, so that's us. Poison Heal causes poison to heal us. Maybe Ice types aren't affected by Hail. I'm not sure. We'll go for a Spore. Catch was hurt by it. Yeah, I don't think Articuno's getting hurt by it. But just, we'll play it safe for right now. I think we can fastball this guy as well, right? I think he's over 100 speed, hopefully. 2. Broke free. Catch was hurts. Yeah, he's not getting hurt. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down to 1 then. Oh, there we go. Nice. Frozen chicken dinner. Woohoo. All right. Articuno looked a lot more blue, like a deep blue than I expected. I thought it was like a light blue bird normally. Looks pretty nice still, though. Don't get me wrong, it's a good-looking bird. Uh-huh. Cool, cool. So it doesn't have the hidden ability. We already checked that. That's an ordinary size one. Nature didn't get synced. Bold might not be bad, though. 31, 19, 31, 31. All right, all right. So I'll do the other two here, see what we get. All right, the results are in, and that first one we got was actually pretty good. Bold Nature is lower attack. This is a special attacker, so that's fine. Could maybe actually use that. The second one we got in, also pretty good, 86%. It's a Timid Nature. And then this one's not quite as good, also a Timid Nature. No enormous, obviously. That can't be that cheaty all in one episode, you know. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, as always. And until next time, have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye.